I am very tired, so I'm gonna babble. It's gonna be very fun for me to edit. Hi everybody, welcome back to another video. My name is Charlotte and today we're doing a reading vlog on Quicksilver, and it's going to be spoiler free, of course. There's going to be some quotes here and there and some food for thoughts, but I'm not going to spoil the story, and I'm not going to spoil, I was about to say the ending, but that would be very rude of me. Like, it's spoiler free, but I'm going to tell you how it ends. No, it's just going to be bringing you guys along on a reading journey and tell you if it engages me, if I find it easy to pick up the book, if, you know, all of that fun stuff. You've probably seen a reading vlog before. But yeah, this is Quicksilver. Right now, it is the end of August. And I know if you saw my last video, that this is on my September TBR, but I really wanted to read it, so I just started it. It's the 27th of August, so I feel like it's okay. It's my book, so I can read it if I want to. But the next one is going to come out in November, and I figured it was the perfect time to read it, because if I enjoy it, it's not that long until the next one comes out. If I don't like it, I don't have to think about it. I don't have to wonder when the next one comes out if I should get it or not, because I know it's not for me. I, like a lot of people my age, had a long ass break from fantasy because we grew up with Harry Potter and Twilight for the most part, Divergent, Maze Runner, those type of books. And then, I don't know, adulting happened and we were like, fantasy, who this, you know? It's just... And then Fourth Wing and ACOTAR and all of that happened, and all of a sudden we're like, oh yeah, fantasy, woohoo! I did read some of the Twilight books and I did read some of the Harry Potter books, but fantasy was just never my genre. But I did read the first 3 in the ACOTAR series, and I read all of the Fourth Wing books, and Fourth Wing is the one that kind of made me want to get back into it. I didn't really like ACOTAR. That's a different conversation. If they're your favorite books, I'm very happy for you. Love that. I love that for you. Well, kind of no, because we don't know when the next one is coming out, and I don't like that for you. That was a rant. Anywho, I did recently read Nightborn Duet, Crown of Nyaxia, or whatever the series is called. I can't really remember. Carissa Broadband. Is it Broadband? Carissa. And I really did enjoy that. And I did really enjoy the Empyrean series, the Fourth Wing series. So I figured it was the perfect time to just try Quicksilver. And yes, this is a different book with a different cover. I have both of them. That's not what we're here to talk about, okay? We're moving on. We're moving on from that. I decided this was the perfect time to just dive straight on into Quicksilver and see if I've just been sleeping on fantasy or if fantasy has been sleeping on me, because that might also happen. A lot of the books that I've mentioned that I read when I was younger it's also, I mean, the young adult books, right? And I was a young adult when I was reading it, so it's completely correct for me to read them. But I feel like I am one of the people that romantasy is talking to. And I know a lot of fantasy readers don't like romantasy, but I think I am one of the people that it's just one of the people is drawing in, if that makes sense. If you do not know what Quicksilver is about, don't worry, I don't either. We're going to figure it out together. From what I understand, reading on the back of this one, because this one actually has text, this one, it doesn't. And this one, it just said, the devil is in the details. Bestie same. Bestie completely same. It literally, it doesn't say anything at all. It gives me nothing. It gives me him. That's kind of it. So yeah, on the back of this one, it says, do not touch the sword. Do not touch the sword. Do not turn the key. Do not open the gate. I'm guessing she does all of it. Her name is, I think it's Saris. There is a guide in the front here on how to pronounce it. I pronounce it differently in my head every single time. That's just part of being a reader. No one knows about the strong power she possesses or the fact that she has been picking pockets and stealing from the undying queen's reservoirs, but stealing from the undying queen for as long as she can remember. In the land of the unforgiving desert, there isn't much a girl wouldn't do for a glass of water, but sooner or later, every secret comes out. When she's come face to face with death himself, she inadvertently reopens a gate between realms and is transported to a land of ice and snow. The Fae have always been the stuff of myth, of legend, of nightmares. But it turns out they're real, and Cyrus has landed right in the middle of a centuries-long conflict that might just get her killed. The first of her kind to tread the frozen mountains in over 1,000 years, Cyrus mistakenly binds herself to Kingfisher, a handsome Fey warrior who has secret agendas of his own. He will use his alchemist magic to protect his people, no matter what it costs him or her. I have to say, people say that they really like Kingfisher, and that's a big reason of why I wanted to read this, because I love when they write a badass FMC. And so far, I've read 4 chapters. I've listened to 4 chapters. I am about to start chapter 5, and I can tell you she's a baddie already. Like she knows how to throw down. I do like her. I'm not sure if it would keep on being that way, but she's very protective. She really goes all in when it's someone or something she cares about, and I really enjoy when they write those type of FMCs, and they're not like, oh no, can somebody please tie my shoe? And yeah, like I said, I started the audiobook, and it is duet narration. Is that what it's called? Even though everything, as far as I know, is from her point of view, they still have a male reading the male parts. So it's not a graphic audio, but it still gives a little bit more depth to the story when you're listening to it. And I really enjoy that. But yeah, like I said, fantasy sometimes really confuses me. I feel like I'm jumping into a series that's already like 3 seasons in, and I'm like, who's that? Why is she with him? They do explain it. They do explain it very well. I'm just being a dum-dum. But yeah, join me on the Quicksilver. I've been ranting forever. But yeah, no, join me on this reading vlog where we dive into Quicksilver, figure out what the hype is about. Is the hype worth it for a romance girly? I'm so sorry if there's a lot of sound around me right now. I am once again at my favorite store, getting something for Tom, because I usually never get anything here, because I don't need anything from this store. But anywho, I've listened to another chapter. I'm halfway through the next chapter. Well, I've listened to 2 chapters, haven't I? Wait, I'll check. Give me a second. Yes, I'm halfway through chapter 7, and so far the book is very fast paced. Like, I'm not waiting for shit to happen. Stuff is happening. I'm not completely sure that I understand what's happening, but I think that's the point, because the FMC is also a little bit confused about what happens or what's happening. She's confused about what's happening. I know words are my friend. I am enjoying it. I am, like I said, like a tiny little bit confused, but that might also just be me. And just random side note, Kingfisher just showed up. I'm ready to fall in love. I'm very ready to fall in love. I'm also ready. I don't know where I was going. I don't know. I see people with ice cream. Now I kind of want to get ice cream. No, I'm going to drive. I'm going to keep on listening to my audiobook. I'm going to drive home. Might get some ice cream on the way home though. And then we'll see what we do. I'm going to keep on listening to the audiobook, but I also do need to get stuff ready for later today. I don't know if I can listen to the audiobook while I get stuff ready, because I don't know if I can focus on both of them. Okay, I'm gonna drive home. So I am just sitting here minding my own beeswax, reading my book, and I wanted to read you something. I risk a sidelong glance at Kingfisher out of the corner of my eye. Should we, knock? An arrogant smile curl up at the corner of his mouth. Sure, he said, as if this was a charming suggestion made by a single brain-celled idiot. A second later, he slammed the sole of his boots against the wood, and then the door was on the ground in pieces. Knock, knock. It's so funny. He stepped to one side, holding his hand out in mockery of manner, gesturing for me to go ahead of him. I don't think anyone's home. I'm not going first. What if it's warded by, I don't know, by magic or something? Kingfisher waggles his finger, his eyebrows going wide. Oh no, not magic! Arse, coward, he wellowed back. I know it wasn't warded. How? Because I'm magic. What about you is magic? Everything, he said. entering the room. My looks, my sword, my skills, my personality. It's a new day. I've just driven Tom to work and my kids to school. I'm tired. But I realised when I was making the kids their lunches that we don't really have what we need for me to have breakfast and I get back home because I gave the last bread and everything to them. So I've literally stopped at 7-Eleven and I'm gonna get myself some food because I deserve it. I deserve some good food for breakfast, for dragging my ass out of bed when I didn't have to because I don't start work for 2.5 hours. Yes, I deserve some good food. And then I'm gonna go home and I'm gonna take my medication and I'm actually gonna get ready and then I'm gonna read my book because then I know I'm ready so I can just read until I have to go instead of being stressed about not being able, I'm tired. Okay, so you know how I said in the car that I was gonna go home and get ready and read my book and just have like the chillest morning ever? Well, I mean, in a sense of the word, I lied. Because I went home and I ate some of my breakfast, the rest I'm bringing with me for lunch, and then I doom scrolled for like an hour, and now I'm starting work in 40 minutes. I did get my face ready. And I mean, I got my hair up. But yeah, now I'm gonna listen to the audiobook while I take this guy out for a little walk. It only takes me like 5 minutes to get to work, so it's not like I'm bad on time, but still. Oh, I forgot to take my medicine. Hello, I'm back. I got it. I also got my drinks for work. I have a Monster energy drink. This one is Ultra Fiesta Mango, and I had a lemonade in the fridge, so I'm just going to bring my lemonade because my water bottle is at my other work. So I'm just going to bring the lemonade. But yeah, I'm going to listen to the audiobook. I'm going to go for a little walk with this handsome dude, and I'll talk to you guys when I'm done at work. Somebody does not want to join me for a walk. Louis, ska vi gå ut? I know I look a little cray-cray, but I am sweaty. I've been home from work for a while, like for a few hours, good 4-5 hours. Actually, I've been home for a while, but I mean, the kids are fed. I've gotten Tom to the thingamabob he was going to go to, and I've taken the dog for a walk, so now I'm all hot and bothered. No, I'm not. I'm not hot and bothered, but I am sweaty. So I was thinking I was just going to listen to the audiobook. I'm going to play Animal Crossing. I'm going to relax. And then, is it 8? Oh, Jesus Christ, it's 8. And then, we're just going to take it easy. I might actually watch a documentary. I might actually watch a documentary. This is how far into the book I am. So I'm not even halfway. I am enjoying it. There is banter. There is tension. I don't know if it's like enemies to lovers is like one of the tags. This isn't enemies to lovers to me. This is, I don't know if I can trust you type of vibe. It's not, they're not even that mean to each other. And they're not even enemies. But yeah, no, I am having fun. I am enjoying it very, very much. Like I said, I've read this much, have a good chunk left. I think the audiobook said I had 8 hours left. So I am hoping that I am going to get to finish it it's Friday today. Tomorrow I work like the entire day. So I am hoping that I'm going to finish it on Sunday. But who knows? Who the frick knows? All I know is this is fun. I am enjoying it. Kingfisher is very, very funny. I also enjoy the fox. That doesn't tell you anything, but I enjoy the fox. So I actually finished this a few days ago, but I have been sitting with it because I didn't really know how to rate it to start out with. I didn't really know how I felt about it. But the more I think about it, this isn't my favorite fantasy. It's fun. It has more of a romance aspect. It's more on the forefront than I feel like it is in a lot of the other ones. because I mean, he basically tells her flat out what he wants to do with her. But I don't know. I didn't have as much fun with this one as I've had with some of the other ones. So I gave it a 3.75, so almost a 4-star. I am going to read the next one because, like every other book, it does end on a cliffhanger. I am wondering where it's going and how it's going to end. But I'm not at that point right now where the minute it comes out, I have to read a 600-page book, you know? I'm not there. It's like, it's fun, it's interesting, okay, I want to know how it ends, but I'm not gonna sit ready when the premiere starts. I don't know if that makes sense. But yeah, I had fun. I enjoyed it. I mean, and the audiobook was also very good. Even though the entire book is through her POV, they still have a male narrator to do all of the male voices. So it's like a semi-graphic audio. I don't know what you call it. Is that? I can't remember the differences. But anywho, every like I said, every chapter is from her point of view. Maybe I would find it a little bit more fun if we also got some chapters from his point of view, because now, I mean, we only got one side of the story, which in some situations it might be good. It might be good to just get one of the sides, because, you know, you figure stuff out as they figure it out. But sometimes I think it's fun to also have a little bit more of the information that some of the characters don't have. 3.75 to a Quicksilver. If you do enjoy fantasy, if you do enjoy romance, if you do enjoy, it's not the most difficult plot to follow, so it's not like heavy fantasy. Yes, it is fantasy. Yes, it brings in a lot of the fantasy elements, but it's not hard to understand if you're not an Advent fantasy reader. And also, because there's so many made up words in like the heavy fantasy ones, it's not always easy to understand. Like, sometimes my brain doesn't really understand what I've been reading. I didn't have a problem with this one. And like I said, the audiobook was also very good. But yeah, that's it for this reading vlog. Thank you guys so much for spending some of your precious time with me. I really do appreciate it. And hopefully I will see you all in the next one. Bye bye.